I'm Leanne Rowan, student number 45294134. This activity is for the purpose of assessment only and will be recorded, viewed and stored following TAFE Queensland procedures. All participants consent to being recorded for these assessment purposes. Hi Jim, thank you for taking extra time today to assist me with a community service worker who has had troubles with his program.
Happy to help. We ran through all your programs. They seem to be running well. Just Mr. Bloggs has had some problems. I had advised you to talk with him and discover if there were any valid reasons for his tardiness, rudeness and lack of attention to detail. Please tell me what you have discovered.
Before I start on what I discovered, any item that I note a fix for has been agreed to by Mr. Bloggs and Base Services. I have not yet contacted the court as I would like your input before I do to make sure there is not anything I'm missing. My meeting with Mr. Bloggs discovered that he still desires to do the hospitality course after his placement and wishes to complete the full 60 hours of community service. Mr. Bloggs understands the code of conduct and was able to indicate which principles were impacted. The tardiness was resultant from his partner remaining in hospital and his networks being unavailable to assist with school drop-offs and collections. Mr. Bloggs has made suitable arrangements for the coming week for school drop-off and we have adjusted the afternoons for him to finish by 2:30pm. Pardon me. His rude language and poor attention to detail were due to pre-existing medical conditions, which were not noted on his file. Mr. Bloggs has Tourette syndrome and ADHD, which at times of high stress exhibit as bad language and an inability to focus. I advised Mr. Bloggs to contact his doctor, as he had run out of medications. He made this call before we finished our meeting. I've asked him to request a medical certificate for our case file to ensure we understand how to help. Mr. Bloggs is smoking. He was using this to self-soothe, a management technique for the anxiety because of his coprolalia and ADHD were negatively impacting and the other workers were increasing his anxiety levels by their own frustrations and stresses. He was trying to remove himself from the situation to calm himself to get the symptoms under control. This will be assisted by his getting a replacement script from the doctor as it helps to manage the symptoms that he has and to keep his anxiety at bay. Mr. Bloggs has shown a commitment to innovation and continuous improvement in his engagement with patrons. As a soft goal for Base Services is very important as it encourages friendships between the disenfranchised and isolated persons that are the patrons of the service. It helps to reduce these feelings in these people. Through this, they feel more comfortable at the service and will approach for other assistance that they may need. Mr. Bloggs was able to demonstrate appropriate disclosure of private information when he approached medical staff and suggested they should engage with particular patrons. He gave no information, just said it could be helpful for the medico to talk with the patrons. Ensuring the patrons' confidentiality was not breached, but they still received the assistance they needed. In one case, it was a very concerning health matter that they needed dealt with. Mr. Bloggs has been respectful in his engagement with myself and his supervisors at all times. With all his issues above, we have discussed the need to engage with supervisors regarding his health and personal concerns to facilitate changes where needs be. You also asked how this impacted the Code of Conduct. Principle 1.1c, both the tardiness and disrespectful behaviour are in contravention of the principle, but his engagement with the parties with the patrons represented this behaviour, which confused me until it was explained that the patrons weren't stressful to him. Thus, his symptoms were not evident or less evident when he was out in the space with them. Principle 2.1a, mistakes can result in extra cost or waste. Thus, this breached the delivery of fair, courteous and effective services. Principle 4.1, diligence in work was not shown when he failed to comply with the no smoking zone and the poor attention to detail. could also argue when he didn't communicate with his supervisor that he breached this. Principle 4.3, the appropriate use of resources was not demonstrated when Mr. Bloggs took too many breaks and smoked in the no smoking zone. Principle 4.5, a commitment to innovation and continuous improvement. Mr. Bloggs has willingly engaged with me to amend his plan. His meeting the soft goals for base service is a demonstration of this as well. He is also striving to improve his communication with supervisors and staff, as well as maintaining a regular visit schedule with his doctor to manage his health. Principle 4.4, the appropriate disclosure of information demonstrated in his ability to assist in getting help without divulging personal information. I did provide a brief of these before, but had not had the explanations of the possible solutions. Mr. Bloggs assisted with the solutions. Jim, can you provide me feedback on this?
To alleviate this problem in the future, I suggest meeting the CSW at the workplace each morning. You don't have to stay. This gives you the opportunity to touch base with them. While at the placement, touch base with the providers. Regular communication allows a problem to be solved before it becomes an issue that disillusions either the placement provider or the CSW. When you are talking with the CSOs, coordinate to assist each other with training or the touch bases. This helps the provider develop a relationship with more than one CSO. Also, at times, a CSW may find a different CSO easier to approach. This is relevant when CSWs are doing similar placements, for example, hospitality or graffiti removal, or at the same placement. This is a good opportunity to engage in mental awareness training. I can arrange this for your team. This is a good course to do as a team face-to-face. When you're attending the service, wear appropriate footwear. This may mean using the hospitality booties over your own little shoes. I have provided a copy of your job description. Always good to refer back to. Does this make sense?
It does, thank you, Jim. Will you be sending me a follow-up email? There's a lot to consider.
I will. I have a few other suggestions to assist Mr. Bloggs. Under the QCS pathway to reduced crime, Mr. Bloggs is notified as a priority group due to mental illness. As if not treated further, comorbidities can develop. While these references incarcerated persons and their rejoining society, it can also point to those who were not incarcerated. The functional support options which may assist Mr. Bloggs include smoking cessation support program. Explain that within 2 meters of any area food is prepared, served or eaten by the patrons, it is illegal to smoke tobacco or any other smoking products. Skilling Queenslanders for work may help the services providers. I will discuss this in a further email and provide links. Please talk with your team of CSOs. Some of them have already assisted CSWs in engaging in addiction treatment services and skilling Queenslanders for work, particularly in assisting their CSWs transition into work post-community service order. Please talk with your inline manager, community service coordination office manager. They can help with these areas and point you in the direction of templates and online training that will help. Ask them to run through your budget. I applaud you keeping the costs down. The budget will assist you in your time management. For example, a QCS approved trainer is skilled in supporting those learning these subjects and skills. This will give you time to do other responsibilities while the CSWs are doing their training. It is good time management to do the CSWs training the week before placement. This allows them time to get any equipment they don't have. It also allows Monday to be induction at placement and the start of a full week placement. I hope this hasn't overwhelmed you.
There is a lot for me to learn, But your reminder to consult with the team of CSOs and my manager brings relief, as it reminded me that the team can help. Thank you for that.
You have done many things well in engaging with Mr. Bloggs. He had been reticent to tell anyone about his condition, but he spoke openly with you. This indicates that you have fostered a good working relationship with him. You listened to his reasons and offered him means to amend his actions, and assisted him in coordinating a doctor and to continue his placement. You have also spoken with the courts to alert them to a proposed amendment. Requesting the medical certificates was addressing a gap in our knowledge and will help us to better assist Mr. Bloggs. Your communication with the placement provider has been timely, and quick management of the problem prevented it becoming an issue. The suggestion to trial one Soup's Kitchen / disadvantaged food provider to test the waters for CSW program delivery appropriateness. The services do work together and will recommend the program to other services. Continue to develop these networks. Well suggested to do a hospitality-based program that allows the CSWs to experience hospitality before enrolling in training for post-community service order life. This means the intentions of the QCS strategic plan and the QCS pathways to reduce crime 2025 to 2029. My email will include a link to these. My final recommendation is to arrange a meeting with the CSW, myself, and yourself to demonstrate that it was a breach, but we will support Mr. Bloggs in improving his behaviours and outcomes.
Thank you. Are we able to meet Mr. Bloggs at 1:30 this afternoon at the base services? He will need to leave by 2:30 to collect children from school. After meeting, I can then talk with the base services administration to update them.
I will meet you at base services at 1:30 p.m.
Thank you.